Welcome to day 5 of Unshakable Self-Confidence. If you've missed any of the previous videos, go ahead and go back to day 1 and work your way through all 5 days so you can get the most of this experience and really develop that unshakable confidence that will enable you to be the best version of yourself. So on day 5, our last day, we're going to talk about the importance of being decisive. So how many times have you made decisions and then you second guess it, or you doubt yourself, or maybe you even delay taking action because you're afraid of making a mistake? And when we engage in a lot of wishy-washy behavior or thinking, it erodes our self-confidence. And so it's important to practice being decisive. And you can even start in simple ways. For example, for some people, where they need to start is just even going to dinner. So think about maybe the times when you've gone out to dinner and then your partner or friend asks you where you want to go and you say one thing and then another and you find yourself flip-flopping back and forth. And just really paying attention to, are you doing that with bigger things for yourself, whether it's the promotion or the career you want or the relationship you want? Really noticing how many times you may be second guessing yourself and the impact that that has and how you feel about your ability to make good decisions and your ability to trust yourself and trust your instincts. And so one way that we can be more decisive is following through. When you make a commitment, plan on following through. So notice, where are you incongruent? Where are you saying one thing, but your action is saying another? And it's inconsistent. So if you find that you will speak a lot about doing something and how important it is, but you're afraid to take action, that's the step, that's the deeper layer of self-confidence that you need to be working on. So really paying attention to your follow-through. How good is it? The next is, where are you having difficulty in making commitments? Do you find that you are afraid to make commitments or afraid to step into something? And so you will procrastinate and delay making a decision. And noticing how that could really erode your confidence, because when we're afraid of making a mistake, when we're afraid of taking risk, that's going to make it difficult for us to be decisive. And so stop procrastinating. Limit how much time you doubt yourself. Begin to trust yourself and just be okay with uncertainty. Right? That's where the self-trust comes in, knowing that if you make a mistake, you can always course correct, because sometimes mistakes give you the clarity or help you realize what you don't want. So don't be afraid of making mistakes and don't be afraid of uncertainty. Actually, one of the best definitions that I've ever heard of self-confidence is simple. It's just the ability to figure things out as you go along through life. That's all confidence really is you just trust that you're going to figure it out one way or the other. And when you look at life that way, you can let go of the fear of having to know everything in advance, and you can let go of the fear of making a mistake, because you can trust yourself knowing that as things happen, you'll be able to course correct along the way. I mean, think of it even like flying a plane. So when you're in a plane, what's interesting, you may think that, as you're in sitting in the plane and they have the visual where you can actually look at the flight path. And from your perspective, you may think that the flight path is just perfect and it goes exactly from point A to point B. But in reality, in a flight, it's constantly being readjusted. They're constantly getting just slightly off track and readjusting throughout the whole flight. You just don't realize it. And a lot of times that's how it can be in life. And that's why when you've seen those visuals of what success really looks like, it's sort of like doop, right? It's this spiral as opposed to a straight line. And so thinking about building confidence in yourself to figure things out as you need to. So really handling that uncertainty. And then really making decisions and sticking with them. And as you practice this, you're going to get better and better at making decisions, because if you make a mistake, you're going to course correct pretty quickly, right? But if you never jump in, if you never take the risk because you're so afraid, you're never also going to reap the rewards or trust yourself. So those are the 5 things that you could be doing to really build that unshakable self-confidence so you can step into the world feeling self-assured, worthy, and really at peace with the life that you have. And, what I want to encourage you to do is know that self-confidence is a skill. It's a muscle that you develop, because this is what I found, even though looking back in my life on the outside, I felt, I was successful. I had earned a PhD. I was married. I had kids. Like, I had the life that I wanted, but inside I felt insecure because I wasn't feeling self-assured about my ability to enjoy life, relax, trust. And it wasn't until I worked on these aspects of self-confidence that I really started to know a difference, and I began to relax. And for me, what I needed to do, and this is what I often see with a lot of high achievers, is you've got to do that inner work. You've got to start working through your fears and working through whatever self-sabotage there may be going on, where perhaps you don't feel like you deserve to be happy, or you don't deserve to be successful, or you don't deserve to have the good things in life, because there might be worthiness issues that are underneath all of that. So if you really want to break free of self-sabotage, if you can resonate with this and recognize that you too have some self-sabotage that's preventing you from moving forward, and you really want to experience that unshakable self-confidence and really be at peace with yourself, and I'd really like to invite you to apply for the Freedom from Self-Sabotage package that I have available. And in there, it's a very intensive package where we really work through your particular saboteurs. What is blocking you? What's the internal battle that you have inside that perhaps you don't even recognize? And we do a deep cleaning so that your conscious desires and your goals are in alignment with what you actually subconsciously believe is possible for you. So we get you in alignment so you're not battling against yourself, unknowingly sabotaging your success and making it difficult for you to really move forward, feeling good about the life you can create and your choices, and really in your ability to believe in yourself. And so we really work through all the issues that come up when we have self-sabotage: the excessive people pleasing, the desperate need for approval, the lack of, just the fear of making mistakes. Those are issues that can often sabotage you. And so we look at what's going on for you, and we really clean those up and remove them so that you're able to move forward in a much more self-assured, strong way. So you'll leave those sessions really feeling at peace, more in harmony, having greater clarity in your desires and what it is that the life that you want. And we'll create a vision so that you know exactly what you're working towards, and that your thinking and your actions and your habits and your attitudes will all be in alignment with that vision. That's a very powerful place to be. So what I would like to invite you to do is go ahead and click on the link that's with this video and apply for your 30-minute complimentary session. And what we'll do is see what your success saboteurs are, and then we will see if this self-sabotage cure could be the solution to really break through those barriers for you, so you're really moving forward in life as that confident and worthy and happy self. So I hope you enjoyed this 5 days of unstoppable self-confidence. Save these videos and go through them over and over again, and really get through each layer until you've broken through whatever barrier may be holding you back, so you can step forward into the best version of yourself. Okay. You can reach out and let's keep in touch. You can reach out to me at support@shannontrandphd.com. Bye for now.